We're back from hibernation, people. What's going on? It's your favorite duo here tonight. Another great podcast. It's your boy Khaled.
You guys know my name.
What's your name? Dude, it's been like 2 months. I'm pretty sure they've forgotten by now.
I'm unforgettable. You know that. It's Javier, brother.
We got Javi here with us. And we've been on a little bit of a hibernation streak, a little hiatus.
Yeah,
so to say.
Mending fences and building bridges and burning them down as well.
Dude, building bridges is a hard job. You know, my back is killing me from that last bridge we had to build.
Well, you know they say it's a lot easier to burn a bridge than it is to build them.
Dude, give me the gasoline any day. We'll burn this. We'll burn the sucker down.
You know what? I can bring somebody in who's really good at burning bridges, but that'll be for another day.
So we decided, we talked it over the past couple of weeks here, and we're going about a little different format. You might see some shorter but more frequent podcasts from us, different episodes over specific topics, more or less.
Right, because we had some complaints from some people that we won't name.
But we'll kick it off here with this very first episode. We're going to call it, I guess it won't be the first episode, depending on when we upload and everything. This is going to be called Movie Review Saturday. And
is this where we're talking about
movies that we've seen?
Okay.
Well, a specific movie per week,
Right.
And this week's movie is going to be The Kingsman, which we actually got to see about 2 weeks before it comes out.
Right. Yeah.
And by the way, it comes out on February 13th. And I'll let you
start.
The day
before Valentine's Day?
Yeah, the day before Valentine's Day. You know what? Ladies, I'm going to put this out there. That'll be a great gift to take your man to see. I'm just letting you know.
No.
What?
Dude, what comes out on Valentine's Day?
What comes out on... Oh, you talking about 50 Shades of Grey?
50 Shades of Grey.
That's for the chicks, though. I'm saying...
That's what I'm saying. February 13th, ladies, take your guys out, treat them, wine them, and dine them. Whatever you want to do, make them happy so he can make you happy on Valentine's Day.
Okay, well, let's get back to our movie review of The Kingsman. Like I said, we got to see 2 weeks early.
Right.
And don't believe the trailers. Okay, I'll put it to you like this. If you watch the trailer and you said, it's going to be an okay movie, nothing great. Stop there.
You'll be sorely mistaken if you go with that mentality.
Exactly. This movie had the comedy, had action, a little bit of seriousness, some drama. I mean, the killing scenes in this movie were just...
They were pretty
They were brutal. The comedic scenes in the movie were... They hit the spots, I think, at least.
And it had a cute dog in the movie.
There was a cute dog in the movie. I mean... Let's start off with the plot of the movie. It was something that was fairly easy to follow from start to finish. I mean...
Right. I didn't think I would be able to follow it because of the way that I saw the character in the previews. It wasn't somebody I could relate to. I don't like kids being cocky and know-it-alls, but it was not what I expected.
Yeah, that's one thing. We keep going back to the preview. The preview was very misleading into the type of movie that you're going into. Mm-hmm. I think, at least. I think it was very misleading. The movie itself, it had a very simple plot to follow. Nothing that made you overthink anything. Said, okay, this is going to be your hero. This is how he gets to where he is to become the hero, and this is how he saves the world from the bad guy. Right. Pretty straightforward, I think. Mm-hmm. There was they had the whole master-student relationship going on.
Right.
I'm not going to give away. I'm trying not to give away much of the story, but it was just it was well paced as well. It wasn't too long, it wasn't too short.
Right. And I know this is going to sound weird, but they made it somewhat believable in a way. If there was like a secret organization out there, or this group of, It wasn't over the top foolishness like you would expect from what's supposed to be a comedy. I mean, in certain parts,
exactly.
In other parts, it was a little insane, way over the top.
But for the most part, I mean, the movie itself, it was a well paced, well structured, I think, movie, start to finish. I don't really get lost like in some of these spy movies like that you normally get lost trying to figure out, wait, wasn't he with this person and that, what happened there?
They didn't have any of the some of the moments that I hate in spy movies is when you see somebody at the beginning of the movie or in the middle of the movie, and then you see them later, and they're like a double agent, and I'm like, wait, who is that guy?
And then the double agent's a triple agent, and then he's another agent. Yeah.
And he's also an agent for State Farm.
Exactly. And that's one thing I did like about this movie. I mean, there were a couple twists. We're not going to give it away.
But they were so easy to follow.
Exactly.
Like, nobody was going to ask, wait, what happened? What did he do?
Exactly.
When did that happen?
And to be honest, I keep going back to the pacing of the movie. The pacing was so well done. There really isn't that moment where you could say, oh man, okay, this is just kind of a boring snore fest now. I mean, they kept it to where when there were serious talks, it was serious to the point where you were engrossed in it. When it was the comic points, you're sitting back laughing. When the action scenes happening, it was so... the action was so fast paced and everything. You were like into it a lot more. It was one of the better movies I think I've seen in a while.
Yeah, I know it's pretty premature to say this, but it's the best movie I've seen all year, and that includes Paddington Bear and Hunger Games. I know that came out in 2014, but I didn't get to watch it until a couple of days ago because I fell asleep the first time.
I mean, it's hard. You hardly see the spy movie that's a comedy action thriller type movie that works well like the Kingsman did.
Right, and like I said, it was very relatable at some points.
I mean, some of the cons, some of the downsides of the movie was that the heavy British accent from time to time. You would kind of lose some of the words, but at the same time, context clues helped you keep on track of what was going on.
Right, and I know you might not like this. I'm a big fan of, like, why not just put it out there, see what happens, you never know. Because, like, there were times in the movie when they went really big, and I thought to myself, at first I thought, it's kind of overly dumb. Then I thought, well, if I'm writing something, why not? You know, it's fiction, it's not real, why not? But the one thing I didn't really like was how the main villain in the movie was. I think they went a little over top with like the funniness.
Yeah, I mean,
of him.
I guess there wasn't really many characters to do the comic relief, so to say, and he was the main reasoning for the comic relief. Sorry. So I guess, like you said, they did go a little over the top with using him as the comic relief. They could have dialed it back a little bit, maybe spread it around to a couple other characters here and there, but still, all in all, I mean, overall, it was a well done movie.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely watch it a second time.
Yeah, I would even go as far as saying if they were to make a sequel, I'll go see it for sure. I mean, overall rating, I'd say I'll give this movie what?
I'd give it a 4 out of 5.
You give it 4 out of 5?
4.5 out of 5.
I'll give it about 4.5. You're right around there. 4.5 would be where I'm at.
And also, sorry to cut you off.
Right.
This I never thought I'd say this, but have you ever seen a movie like Kyle was saying in the beginning that made you say the previews look dumb, I'm not gonna watch it?
Yeah,
it's happened to me 1,000 times, and this movie was one of the biggest ones. When I first saw the previews, I'm like, oh god, this movie's gonna be so stupid. This movie here it made me not ever want to judge a movie preview by its cover anymore. Ever.
Yeah, I mean it definitely, the preview really does not do the movie justice. I mean, really and truly, the last preview I saw, the latest preview I saw for it looked like it was just a bunch of people running around fighting, and that was it. You know, most people are going to watch that and be like, okay, this looks like a pack of crap. You know, why am I going to watch it?
Yeah, sometimes it is hard to relate, hard to compare 3-minute preview to an hour and a half movie.
It was about hour and 45 minutes in total length.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, overall rating, like 4.5 for me, 4.5 out of 5 easily. Yeah. It was well structured, well paced, enough comedy, enough action.
And what always gets me is having a protagonist that you can, you know, you can kind of see yourself in. Yeah. You know, when he's out there and you're like, yeah, I that's what I would do. That's what I would do. You know, exactly. From start to finish. You know, that's what I would do.
Quick recap: the pros, well-paced movie. What else? Enough action, enough comedy, enough drama for what it was.
Right, and it had some nice star power in the movie.
Yeah, it did have some surprising star power. Cons: the deep British accent was hard to understand at some points.
And if you're the kind of person who looks at a story and was like, "Oh my god, that can't be real. That's not gonna happen." Then
it's probably not for you.
Yeah, but if you can be like me, and Khaled never played the video game, I told him because he said it was too weird. But if you can just embrace the weirdness of something that somebody puts out and just and make sense of it in your head, I'm like, okay, well, that's why this, that's why that, blah 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 blah. You'll like this movie.
It's an enjoyable ride. I think it takes you on a nice, fun ride.
Right.
That's it for this for the movie review. We'll definitely see you guys next weekend when we should be reviewing
either SpongeBob or you said you were gonna go watch Paddington with me.
I'll think about that one. What was the other? Seventh Son.
Or Jupiter Ascending.
Or Jupiter Ascending.
We still have to decide.
We'll decide, but tune in next week. Next Saturday, we'll have another movie review for you guys too. See ya.